Good morning, everybody. This is the second module of osteoarthritis. In this module, we will learn about the diagnosis of the osteoarthritis. The third module will contain the rehabilitation part of the OA. So OA is primarily a clinical diagnosis, which means that through history and physical examination, the diagnosis can be made. Using plain radiograph also helps us in identifying osteoarthritis and also helps us in ruling out other conditions. So to diagnose osteoarthritis, there are guidelines or criteria like American College of Rheumatology, ACR criteria for the diagnosis of OA. These criteria tells that when the age group is 50 years or older, or when the patient have morning stiffness which lasts less than 30 minutes, if there is crepitus, which means abnormal sounds within the joint during active movements, or there is bony tenderness on palpation, there is bony enlargement, or there is no warmth to touch. If these points are present, we can say that patient has osteoarthritis. So apart from the history given by the patient and physical examination conducted by the therapist, the investigation also involves radiographs and lab tests. In an X-ray, therapists can observe localized loss of joint space, the subchondral cyst and osteophytes formation. So you can see on the left hand side, it's a normal knee. The joint space between the tibia and the femur is normal. However, when you see on the right hand side of the X-ray, there is an osteoarthritic knee. You can see that the medial joint line or the joint space is reduced. Along with there are osteophytes formation. These are the characteristic features of degenerated or osteoarthritic knee, where you see subchondral cysts, formation of osteophytes, reduced joint space. So here in the second X-ray also you can see cyst formation. This is you can see the whiteness or haziness in the X-ray, and there is reduced joint space. Other radiographic changes which you can observe is bony collapse, the intra-articular osseous bodies. There will be deformity and malalignment. If it's a knee OA case, you can see a genu varum type of deformity within the knee joint. The lab tests are mostly not utilized in osteoarthritis case as a diagnostic measure. It has actually no role in the diagnosis of OA, but lab tests can actually tell us about other conditions. It can rule out conditions like RA, conditions like gout. Directly, it will not help us in ruling in osteoarthritis. So the markers of inflammation such as ESR, erythrocyte sedimentation rate, or C-reactive protein level in OA lab tests will be normal. So I hope you have understood how to diagnose an osteoarthritic case. Now there is a basic difference between OA and RA we all must remember. OA is strictly a degenerative condition. RA is an autoimmune disorder. OA is non-inflammatory. It has no signs of inflammation. RA is an inflammatory condition. That means it has warmth, it has swelling. OA on the other side does not have warmth or swelling. OA, with the condition starts from large joints, the weight-bearing joints such as knee and hip. RA starts from the smaller joints of your hands. OA is asymmetrical, which means mostly it is present unilaterally. If a patient has left side OA, right side can be perfectly normal. It can happen like that. In RA, it is symmetrical. Both the sides patients will have RA. OA has mild or no swelling. RA has swelling. Also, there's a point missed out here. There is no warmth on palpation in OA. There is warmth on palpation in RA. The last point is the blood tests or the lab tests in OA will be negative. However, in RA, It will be positive with respect to rheumatoid factor, with respect to ESR and C-reactive protein. So these points are very important to understand the difference between OA and RA. If you have any further doubts, you can please contact me. Thank you so much.